Hi, today's Hawaiian song that we're going to play is Lahaina Luna. Before I get started, go ahead and grab your music sheet, Lahaina Luna, tune up your ukulele, and we'll get started in about a second. Okay, so you went ahead and got your music sheet. I want to talk about how we're going to play before we start. So, we're going to start off with the first verse, go to the bridge, do the last verse, and then we're going to repeat the bridge and repeat the last verse, and we're going to end. Okay, now let's go over some of the things that we're going to cover in the song. We're going to start off the song. If you see at the top of the page it says vamp, and you see the chords G7, C7, and F. We're going to do this vamp 2 times. The vamp is done like this: G7 2 beats, C7 2 beats, F 4 beats. Okay, then you're going to repeat it one more time, and then we're going to go into the song and start singing. This is a standard Hawaiian vamp. So it goes G7 2 beats, C7 2 beats, F 4 beats, and I'll show that to you in a second. If you need to pause the tutorial, please make sure that you have your music sheet in case you got to take any notes on it, and it'd be a good idea to tune up your ukulele before we start. If you need to pause the tutorial, take care of those things, and we'll get started. Okay, so let's go for the vamp. The vamp is basically starting with the G7, and it's 2 beats, 1, 2, C7 2 beats, and then F 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, G7 2 beats, C7 2 beats, and F 4 beats. Okay, and the strumming is pretty easy. It's G7 down, up, down, C7 down, up, down, and then the F is down, up, down, up, down. Okay, but you're doing it with 4 beats. Okay, once again, G7, C7, and F, and then we'll start the song. Now, in the verse, you see this passage right here. It has a B flat, B minor, a B flat minor, and F. That passage there is, I'm going to show that to you in a second. The B flat minor, this is the fingering. I'm using my first finger as a bar chord covering all the strings on the first fret, and my third finger is on the top string. So in other words, the B flat minor, first finger, cover all the strings on the first fret. My ring finger comes to the top on the 3rd fret, right there. Okay. So on the top 4th string, 3rd fret. Okay. Now when you do the passage, it looks and sounds like this: B flat 1 strum, and then B flat minor, and then F. Now you need to do the passage just like this at this speed. Okay, once again. Now if you cannot do it at that speed, just like that, you need to work it out so that you can do it at that speed and that smoothly, because if you can't, when we come to that passage, you will not be able to do it. So work it out beforehand, get it smooth, then come back and do the song with me. Now if you're ready to go and you're all comfortable with that passage, we'll start the song here. We're going to start with the vamp 2 times. Follow along in your music sheet. If you need to go back and get any information that you missed, back up the tutorial at this point, get any information, jot down your notes in your music sheet. You have some chords at the bottom of the music sheet as you can use as a guide. Okay, so it's a really slow Hawaiian shuffle, really slow. So I'll give a 4 count. If you need to just strum along with me for a few seconds, go ahead and get this rhythm. Okay, here we go. Here's a 4 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Vamp. again. There we go. I'm going to the island of the valley, to Lahaina, Lahaina Luna, where the mountains are green and you will find me. In Lahaina, Lahaina Luna, they say that Maui no ka oe, and I agree that Maui no ka oe is the only place for me, and that's where you'll find me. Down by the seaside, watching the moonlight, the twinkling starlight, the morning sunrise, the golden sunset in Lahaina, Lahaina Luna. They say that Maui no ka oe, and I agree that Maui no ka oe is the only place for me, and that's where you'll find me. Down by the seaside, watching the moonlight, the twinkling starlight, the morning sunrise, the golden sunset in Lahaina, Lahaina Luna. Last line, slow down. In Lahaina, Lahaina Luna. Okay, so that very ending there, what I did was I was just kind of feathering on the strings. So in other words, I'm just playing very lightly. Okay, and as you get smoother and more comfortable with this particular strum, you can press harder and apply more force to get a bigger volume. So in other words, just get it smooth for now. Press very lightly, feathering the strings, barely touching it. Lahaina Luna, and a downward thumb strum. No. Okay, for the very end. Okay. So give that a try, back it up, go through the vamp, get that smooth, and definitely go through the passage of the B flat minor to F, so you can get that passage smooth in your verses. And because it's only going to hold you back if you don't have it smooth if you're going to play along with the song. Okay, so that being said, when you're ready to move on to the next song, we'll see you then.